What's going on, good people of the world? I hope everybody's doing well out there. Yet another edition of Mofongo Wars podcast. And I'm very happy to be here again. I'm very fucking tired, but the battle keeps moving forward. This is your host, Luis Osorio, and my awesome girl, Tabitha Joy Weiss. How are you doing today?
I'm good. You're looking very Men in Black today.
I have a little bit of a mysterious thing going on with me. Shout out to the good people at overthehead.com. Support a Puerto Rican business. They just gave me this new hoodie, and I am like very excited. And it says 787.
I like that one. It's cool.
You like it? I like it too. It has like the Puerto Rican telephone number back in the day, the area code. Brings back a lot of memories. And we're here again to talk about a lot of stuff that happened this week. It's been a crazy turning of events. A lot of stuff going on. We had Bad Bunny do his show. We had Pam Bondi spreading her bullshit. We have some new laws that have been going on. And yeah, man, a lot of interesting shit. It's been a little bit crazy. Also, Love is Blind started. So that's kind of cool. We also saw the All-Star weekend for the NBA. That was really interesting as well. And yeah, a lot of cool things. What do you want to talk about first? I had on the list the Trump's. Oh my god,
Oh God,
that was fucking terrible.
his video, his mishap.
That is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. The White House posted a pic, and they made it public, of Barack Obama and his wife Michelle as monkeys.
Yeah, and I don't even think it was the White House that posted it. It was Donald Trump that posted it.
So the rumor initially was that it wasn't him, that it was because he
It
was
was his account though.
correct. He didn't want to take blame for it, and he was like, "Oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was somebody in the White House, and we don't know who it is, but I ain't had anything to do with it." You know, it's complete horseshit. I agree with you because you later told me I think he was just on one of his weird and nighttime
It was
racist runs.
it was at midnight. He posted like 20 times. And the next morning, Carolyn Levitt, is that her name? I don't even know. The cross lady. She defended it. Stop with your fake outrage.
Oh my fucking god! Like that doesn't matter. How the hell are you gonna post a picture of the president of the United States and his wife like monkeys, and you're gonna think, "Oh yeah, don't be so bothered by that."
And it wasn't only the Obamas. He posted Joe Biden in there as a monkey with eating a banana. Some influencers, I think, like Harry and a few other people were in there as well. It's crazy.
And he didn't include me. What a type of shit you. How are you not gonna include me in the bunch? If you put Harry, you might as well put me in it as well. I deserve that much, but okay, maybe I'll be put up on the next one. It's wild to me that they're getting away with the type of racist shit out there that they just will post a pic of the president. But it's a lot of us really weren't that surprised. We're like, yeah, we know you're a fucking racist asshole, and you're never gonna change.
No, and they talked about it for 24 hours, and so much bad shit is happening now. No one even cares anymore. I mean, obviously we care, but it's old news.
I don't know how the hell they get away with shit like this, and people still find a way to justify his racist shit. It's like wild, and they still deny it. Now I think that we've gotten to the point where people are like, "Well, yeah, to you guys, everything is racist," and I'm like, "No, this is pretty fucking
That's
bad."
blatant racism. Did the Obamas respond to it at all, or did they ignore it?
So yes, that's a great question, and I actually saw Obama. I think it was yesterday. He posted like a long video speaking on the topic with I believe it was Tyler, one of our fellow content creators, and he was saying, we are not surprised by the people who do these things because that's what they depend on for views. That's what they do. They want to get the best out of people and they want to make people mad. But we know that the vast majority of people in the United States don't think like this, and they don't think that this is okay in any way, shape, or form. And it's a very uncomfortable, very difficult situation. But he kind of put it off as he wanted to take the high road a little bit, which I find incredible.
That's funny you say that because I just saw Michelle on a Tonight Show or some night show or some evening show where her saying, if they go low, we go high. And she's like, everyone's misinterpreted that. She's like, That doesn't mean you need to take the abuse. She's like, make sure you're justified in your outrage before you start being crazy. Because she's like, if you just act crazy for no reason, there's no point. It's just adding more crazy on top of crazy. So she's speaking on not the video directly, but go crazy.
I find wild that Barack and her too, because they both have been victims of this garbage.
Mm-hmm.
They both seem to like take it like a champ. Like I don't know how, because when people say racist shit to me all the time, they just said this some bullshit today about my accent and whatnot, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I immediately go back and I throw hands because you know me, I'm a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's just how you are.
Yeah, I'm a motherfucker. I don't give a shit
But
about
I
it.
think they have this like they're so far above them. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
so intelligent, so successful. Like it doesn't matter what anyone says. So I think they just take it as whatever. You don't matter anyway.
Yeah, I think that they've gotten to a point in their lifetime where they're just like so used to the bullshit, and they are such professional, intelligent, ahead of their time people that they're like, I'm not gonna waste my time talking to these garbage humans that live in a trailer park because
Mm-hmm.
I I have done better than you will ever do in your entire life. So why am I gonna waste my time? And I sometimes take that avenue. Um, you know me, I always say that I'll never debate with somebody that knows less than me because
Right.
otherwise I'm just teaching, right?
Yeah, but yours is entertainment value too. Like it's not
Definitely.
Barack Obama's not out there to entertain.
That's one of the main things, right? He's not like a person like me who just wants to make people laugh as well while you're informing them.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, man, how long and how much can a human being take before, you know, he gives them like some bullshit or says, you'll go need to go fuck yourselves or some shit like that.
Well,
I
he's
mean, look at Trump. He lost his shit and gave somebody the finger in the middle of a fucking.
that's what happened when dementia kicks in. Um, no, I think he's speaking out more than he used to. Don't you think? Like he's actually acknowledging the crap that Trump does as horrible now. Before he just wouldn't speak on it.
That's true. He's changed his dynamic a little bit. And I
Mm-hmm.
know Michelle for sure has.
Mm-hmm. She's the best.
She is in a very different minefield right now, and the way she's addressing things,
Mm-hmm.
I love it because she's finally, I think she's given up on the bullshit. She's
Yeah,
like,
she went through menopause. Women reach menopause and they just like, I don't give a shit anymore. I'm gonna say what I want when I want.
that is great. I'm glad that she's finally taking that road because I feel so bad for them every time I see shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
And to see, the followers of Donald Trump talk shit about, oh, look at what our president is going through and the attacks. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You people are like, I remember when the newses were out in front of the White House saying that we need to hang that man. He's not American. He's from Africa. And I'm like, do you people all of a sudden forget all the racist shit that you told that man and his family for over 8 years? And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, yeah, never happened. It's
It's
wild to
crazy.
me. Oh, my God. At any rate, what else do we got going on? Pam Bondi.
Oh,
Have you been watching the crazy hearings?
I had to take a deep breath. So yes,
It's really bad.
she's horrific. She's like the worst kind of human. Like wouldn't even look at the survivors, won't acknowledge that there's any sort of abuse. Just wants to deflect. If she was given her talking points and she just ran with it. She wasn't going to acknowledge anything.
That one blew me away. She was obviously on the stand testifying. She was basically being asked questions by Congress. And you could see all the women that were there that were victims of this horrific human trafficking ring, which has
Mm-hmm.
been ran for years. And when one of the congresswomen asked her, are you going to look at them? Are you going to apologize? Are you going to
Mm-hmm.
tell them you're sorry for not taking care of this sooner? And she just fucking lashed out.
Yeah, she wouldn't even look at them. There's a picture where they're looking at her and she won't look back.
She went on this fucking horrific rant talking shit about, oh, you're trying to make a mockery out of this and you're trying to. I'm like, dude, this is some serious shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not taking it with the seriousness that you're supposed to take it.
Well, she's lied. There was no list, then there's a list. There's no credible evidence, but we see it. It's craziness.
It's fucking horrible. Did you? Pam Bondi fucked up. She
Yeah,
definitely, she definitely lied. I'm
for
almost certain
sure.
she's committing perjury.
There's no way a congressman's going to sit up there and accuse her of lying if he's not certain she's lying.
Yes,
There's no way.
the story of this is fantastic. Do you know who accused her of lying?
Uh-uh.
Fantastic dude. His name is Ted Lieu. Ted Lieu is a lawyer, a graduate from Georgetown and from Stanford, I believe. He is one of the most brilliant attorneys that there in California right now. The guy is fantastic. He was born in Taiwan, which I think is great. And he is also an attorney interviewing an attorney, and he put her in a fantastic spot because a lot of people don't understand what is it exactly that Pam Bondi and the district attorney for the Department of Justice does. And as attorneys, we don't understand the responsibility that that entails because all of us are officers of the court, right?
Right.
The moment you swore your oath and say, I swear to represent the Constitution of the United States of America, and then against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that has a meaning. A lot of people don't understand that the Department of Justice, the sole responsibility, or one of the most important ones, of Pam Bondi, or whoever is occupying that seat for that matter, is that you are not only advising the president, right, in matters that are legal, but you're also the representative legally for all government agencies in the United States, including the three most important ones, which is the Department of Justice, the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, or the ATF, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. So when she was asked by Ted Lieu, he crafted it in a way where he was just brilliant in getting her into the spot that he wanted to get her. He wanted to piss her off.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because they knew she would lie.
Absolutely. He already knew this woman is going to lose her shit in front of me. And at one point, I am going to prove exactly what I want to prove, which is that she's trying to hide shit. The first one that he asked was, do you remember this picture with Prince Andrew? Do you remember that?
Yep.
He was standing on top of that body of that minor.
Yep.
And she followed the rules, right, according to the special law that required for her to cover the faces of the women that were victims. That was one of the requisites.
Yep.
And she did that, but she never processed Prince Andrew or furthered the investigation with the FBI.
I don't know how they're getting away with this.
And it's crazy too because I remember he asked her about it. And she's like, well, why don't you ask Merrick Garland about it? Because he was also, at the time, in charge of the Department of Justice and the FBI, but he didn't do anything. And he brilliantly said, yeah, he failed us too, but you didn't do anything about it either.
Right. I was just going to ask you that. I keep hearing, well, no other administration prosecuted anybody. Why do you think that is? That's crazy that we've had all of these documents for years.
Yes, I think that at some point they were still under investigation. Merrick Garland seemed to have dropped the ball on it. But then something happens right after he says that, where he brings up Trump. And he brilliantly asks her something and says, hey, were there any minors present at the parties where Trump was at with Epstein? It's a perfect question, right?
Yep.
Because it's a simple one. All you have to say is, yeah, because there were minors.
That doesn't mean he's guilty, right?
Correct. He already knew that there were minors there, but still, be that as it may, she fucking lost it. And that's what she's like, that question is ridiculous. Donald Trump has never been committed any crime of anything. And I kept looking at him and I'm like, that's not what he asked you. He asked you if there was any minors present. You are already getting into this hissy fit about,
Because you know there's more.
She knows there is fucking more, right?
Yeah.
And she also, and this is where the perjury aspect comes in, she also knows that there were, documents filed at the FBI sworn under oath saying, hey, we saw the president with him over there while there were minors there. There was already people who filed that, and she didn't know how to address it. So instead of she doing what she needed to do, which was, hey, you're the boss of the FBI. You should have gone to fucking Kash Patel and be like, listen, Kash, do you have any testimonies that you can look up that is consonant, that links the president to this? Because They're saying this, and I want to make sure I interview personally that person that is saying that about the president. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to because I have no choice. And I'll tell Trump, I'll tell Donald whatever I need to tell him. I'll talk to him, but you need to find that out because I can't just look at that and ignore it because I have a legal responsibility to do it.
But she doesn't think she's the attorney for the American people. She thinks she is Donald Trump's personal defense team.
Yes, and that's why she fucked up royally. Because immediately after Ted Lieu asked her about that, she goes on a fucking massive rant on how they're attacking the president and whatnot. And I'm like, if you know something that involves them, the only conversation that you should have had with them was, listen, Mr. President, I have this allegation which doesn't prove that you did anything.
An allegation, right?
Yeah, it's like they're just saying this on their oath and they filed it at the FBI. I want to look at that testimony. I want to call the person and I want to find out about their credibility. But if I don't do that, I am not complying with the ministerial duty that I have as the Department of Justice District Attorney for the United States of America. I'm not fucking doing my job. And then the president could have said, oh, no, you can't do that. I'm like, Mr. President, I am so sorry. If you think that I am not doing my job, you can fire me. Mm-hmm. Right? That's what she needs to do. And then if he fires her, she can fucking go to Congress and be like, listen, I was going to investigate it, but the president fucking kicked me out.
But do you think, see, this is where I don't know. She is investigating him in that scenario. Does she even need to tell him?
She, at the least, she is responsible for orienting him legally and telling him, listen, they're accusing you of this thing in Congress. Congress is going to ask me under oath if I knew that there were people there that were committing these illegal acts in front of you. It doesn't mean that you had anything to do with it. It means that I have to testify on my credibility and on me knowing this because I already have the files.
Right.
I can't lie about what I'm seeing on the files, but what I can do is investigate it further. And then, you might be investigated by somebody else and I can't represent you because there's a conflict of interest. She could have approached it a very different way. But what you can never do is tell Congress, which is basically a court, you're an officer of the court. You have a responsibility to tell your truth. You can't look at them and be like, oh, he has nothing to do with this. Ted Lieu looked at her like, you're not answering my question and you're committing perjury because we know for a fact that there were minors there present. And you're saying there were not. You saying that there were no minors present when Epstein was accused of that and found guilty. It's a lie about a material fact that a witness testified on their oath. And I was like, oh, he really got her on that one. She fucked up.
Yeah, it's just so disappointing because you finally get a woman in a position of power and then she acts like this, like right or left, I don't care. It's always good to see a woman elevate, but
Yes.
she threw it away.
Pam Bondi is either one of two things. She either is really fucking stupid or she is willfully trying to protect the president because she's in a position of power and she wants to end up being a judge one day or occupying a position that is far more important than the one she has now. So whatever her reasons. But what you can never do is violate your oath and your ethics code as an attorney that we all have. If I would have been her, I would have said to the president, listen, because he would have probably sat down with me at the fucking Oval Office and be like, these fucking Democrats, they're lying. And I'm like, okay, Mr. President, that's great. I believe you.
She could even agree with him.
Yeah, I believe you, but you're still part of an investigation on a material witness, multiple of them, saying these things about you. I am not saying they're right or wrong. I am saying that as a Department of Justice official, I need to investigate this further. I have a duty to do so. Whatever comes out of that, if Congress wants to impeach you or whatever they want to do, then you can get an attorney to represent you. It probably can't be me, but I still need to do my job. And that's it. There's a really good series called Homeland.
Oh my God.
I'm obsessed with it. Part of what they're doing right now on season 7 is just that. The president wants to control an investigation and do whatever the fuck she wants. And there's the vice president like telling her, it's like, this is not how we do things. You need to like set a little bit of a front so that we can investigate matters, but you're not going to control the whole fucking narrative and not allow people to investigate things. And I think that's where he's at. He's at a point where he thinks he's a king. And like any other king, right? I can do whatever the fuck I want. And whoever doesn't agree with me can go eat cake. And it's wild to me. I've never seen anything quite like it.
No, he's one of those people, and I think he's probably been like this his whole life. When he says something, it's true. Facts or not. If he says it, it's true. And he expects everyone to believe it. And he keeps repeating it over and over and over until people start believing it.
It's the
crazy.
craziest thing ever. It's a Democratic hoax. They're trying to take me and they're trying to impeach me. And
Did you see the interview a couple days ago where he was on the plane and they asked him about, you know, all these files, and he's like, I'm exonerated from these files. I've been proven innocent based on the release of these files. You crazy?
proven innocent. You haven't even been really investigated.
But that's where he thinks his name was deleted or covered up everywhere. So he thinks that his government officials followed his orders, and so of course he's not guilty.
Correct. And that was one of the things that they discussed in Congress with her. They told her, wait, we have information where you said that anything that had to do with Trump and those files needed to be red flagged. You needed to tell us why you did that, because why are you treating him special? Because there's everyone in there is a red fucking flag when you think about it, right? It's not just him. But she made it in a way that they could keep all of that stuff separate. And I was like, my God, they're really covering for him, you know? It's terrible. And the worst part is that they kept asking her questions. She kept getting incredibly aggressive.
Well, someone called her Jekyll and Hyde. Did you see that guy?
Yes.
He's like, you act one way with your Republican congressman and very different with the Democratic ones. What are you doing?
She even went after a Republican senator, too, that was asking her about why there was so many redacted files. And she went at him with a rant, calling him a washed-up lawyer. And he had, like, Trump deranged syndrome, which is not even a thing. It's just some bullshit that they made up to make Trump look like he's being victimized and chastened by all these people. It's the most idiotic shit ever. But I was, like, really in shock when she's told one of the congresswomen that was a Democrat that she was anti-Semitic.
Yep.
And then she said, I think she said, my grandparents died of the Holocaust. Like, what the hell are you talking about? How disrespectful are you? She just went on, like, this massive rant to protect Trump at all costs, and she made herself look incredibly fucking stupid.
Well, because she wanted to hide things, and she's not very good at it. So her immediate response was outrage and, oh my God, you need to apologize to the president. For what?
Yeah, it's the wildest thing. And didn't you tell me also that she was like starting to try to investigate content creators? And I'm like, shit, maybe I get
Oh, you
caught.
mean what I told you today?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't. Well, I don't know if it's her. It's the Department of Justice is issuing subpoenas to social media companies, asking for names and addresses of influencers who speak against ICE.
Well, that's her. She runs the Department of
I know,
Justice.
but I don't know if it's a direct order from her or if it's like
Has
within
to
the
be.
department. Probably. I didn't see that it was her specifically, but they just said the Department of Justice.
Yeah, nobody is going to do that shit coming out of the Department of Justice without her knowing about it. She definitely
Agreed.
authorized it.
Agreed.
And I also know for a fact, because they also mentioned that in Congress at some point, that she was also investigating, because there were files that she was creating in the Department of Justice with pictures and videos of Congress people looking for information on Epstein to ask her about it at the congressional hearing.
Yeah, the former congressman from Florida, Jared, I cannot remember his name for the life of me now. He's great. But he was telling everyone that everyone had a unique login.
Yes.
And so what they were doing is when she went into Congress that day to testify, she had a list of what every single congressman looked at, which files they looked at, which isn't a secret, right? Who cares? But it was just another reason for her to like create a defense or just to slander them in some way. It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, and they were talking about why is the Department of Justice monitoring how we are approaching the case and how we're investigating the case. This is like something short of spying on Congress.
Yeah.
You can't do
You
this
can't
shit.
do that.
She's very, very out there. But it was interesting to have her ass handed over a couple of times. I thought it was great. I thought they did a really good job. I think at some point she's going to have to break bread and be like, listen, I can't keep doing this shit for you. Like,
She won't.
Be,
Have you ever seen a woman who like defends her man to the death? That's kind of where she is. You can see it in her face that she knows what they're saying is true, but she's just going to keep defending, keep defending. I don't know what he's promised her or if it's just blind faith. It's terrible.
She's really out of her fucking mind. I don't know how she does that, and I don't know why she thinks this is going to get her anything. And at some point, she's going to have to fold and understand that what she's doing is not only against the fucking law, but it's going to make her lose her fucking license. And it's like, didn't you learn anything from poor Rudy? Rudy Giuliani, who defended that man, and now he's no license to practice law and broke as fuck. You would think you would learn something from that hair dye motherfucker, but it's like, no, it just went right through you.
The same thing is going to happen to her that happens to everyone else. They defend him till they can't anymore, and then he bashes them. They lose their career. Look at Marjorie. She's like still defending herself and speaking against him, and he just trashes her.
Marjorie Taylor is done. She's like getting death threats every day from MAGA. She is like becoming the poster child of giving your life away for a man that doesn't give a flying fuck about you. And this is one of the saddest things, but at the same time, it gives me a little bit of joy.
She should have known better.
She should have fucking known better. But, she did it as long as it didn't cost her anything. But now she's seeing how bad it's getting for her. And it's one of those things where the lesson, hopefully, is learned. What else do we got? The Bad Bunny halftime show that is not American.
Oh, my God.
Apparently, I'm not fucking American anymore either. Listen, I'm American, people. I promise you, I'm a citizen of the United States. What the hell is this shit?
I don't know. Then the fact that they called to investigate the performance.
Did you see that?
Crazy. Which they did, by the way. Did you see the results?
Yeah, they submitted it to the FCC, and I believe the FCC said, what the fuck are you talking about? There's nothing.
Yeah, they said there's no problem at all. They said anything that would have been questionable was either edited out.
Yeah.
Like they changed the lyrics for live TV, or they bleeped it out. Like,
yeah, they changed the entire lyrics. That kind of made me sad too, because I was like, let him fucking say,
I know.
"El que no mame culo." Let him say some crazy shit. I want to see the real deal. But yeah, they deleted most of it. They edited it for sure. I can tell you, I know Puerto Rican Spanish. They edited everything.
Yeah, but he took the high road. I'm actually proud of him. I was hoping he was going to get really petty.
Yeah.
I was really rooting for him to get petty, but he did the right thing.
He did amazing. It was a fantastic show. It was a show about having the entire continent of the Americas united. And it was about representing Americans, true Americans, because everybody thinks Americans are people from the United States. They're fucking not. The United States citizens, Americans, go all the way to the fucking Patagonia and Buenos Aires and fucking, Colombia, in Nicaragua, and Costa Rica, and Mexico. It's like, that's it. That's what American is. We are all part of this beautiful continent of the Americas. And it's not just you motherfuckers.
Yep.
It was a fantastic lesson. And the show was just a good show. It was energetic. It was fun. People were dancing. I have never seen more gringos dance about something they don't understand in my entire fucking life.
You don't need to understand his lyrics. I'm telling you. I've been listening to him for years. I don't understand Spanish.
It's great. It's very contagious, even though you don't know what the fuck he's saying. And you could learn it, but even if you don't learn it,
you don't need to.
You're still going to enjoy it, even if you don't learn it. That's the beauty of his shows and his dancing. And we wanted to bring a little bit of Puerto Rican culture to people so that they understand that we are a different type of human and a different type of group. You went to Puerto Rico. You had a lot of fun. You liked it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's an amazing place, good people, good food. We have a different type of culture, and we wanted to give people a little bit of that, and I think it went great. It certainly went better than that fucking Turning Point bullshit. What the hell was that shit?
I didn't watch more than 30 seconds because his lips didn't match. I guess it was filmed 2 weeks prior.
Yeah. He fucked it up because he didn't do it correctly, and the matching of the lips and the syncing, everything went to shit, which is no surprising because he's a goddamn drunk. But to see people like talking so much about this goddamn show, and then we see Trump watching the Bad Bunny show.
It's so bad.
Wasn't it fantastic? When I saw him at Mar-a-Lago watching the Bad Bunny show, I'm like, there you go, motherfucker. At least you made a right choice in your whole goddamn life.
And then they tried to lie about the viewers. about how many millions of viewers there were.
Oh my God, I remember that one. What was the final number that they gave?
I think they said around 6 million or something like that. I don't, but I think part of those numbers was like on YouTube,
Yes.
which is people like you just checking it out to see how horrible it was. So I don't know.
The Bad Bunny show is the most viewed show ever in the history of the National Football League. Over 140 million people watch that fucking show. No one has ever done better than that. Shout out to the good people of Puerto Rico, baby. We killed it again. It was amazing. And I'm so proud of him. It was great. We enjoyed it. The Turning Point show was complete garbage.
Yeah, I don't know why they even wasted the money. The audience, there was 200 people. They paid them $150 each
Oh my
to be
fucking
there.
That is some wild shit. There was some motherfucker talking about he likes to kiss fish and he just wants to put on he wants to put on boots. I just want to put on my boots. And what was the other one? Drive my truck. And I'm like, those things don't seem like, I don't think liberals are preventing you from doing all that stupid shit.
No.
But he was so endangered.
The only good thing that truly came out of that Turning Point show was all the Facebook posts of the people saying, I'm watching the All American show. Immediately, you know who to unfriend, right? Like,
Oh my fucking God.
it's like the trash takes itself out.
Then Megan Kelly went fucking crazy with her racist rant. We don't need no Latinas. I'm like, bitch, who the hell left you high and dry when you were lit? Like, it was like she dated a Latino and he did her very wrong, and now she hates all fucking Puerto Rican men. Like,
She just wants to stay relevant. She's almost been canceled a few times.
I don't get why she's so angry at everything. That woman, you would think that she would learn anything from these misogynist assholes who she ended up suing for millions of dollars, and she's still somewhat defending them. I'm like, why do you keep defending these idiots who made your life a living fucking hell in Fox News for years? Yet somehow she still finds the need to defend these assholes who are horrible to her and to all women for that matter.
Yeah, but I don't know. Speaking of primetime TV and YouTube lives.
Oh my God.
You were on Joy Reid?
I was on Joy Reid. Thank you. I'm glad you noticed it.
You did great as usual.
She's awesome. Thank you. Joy Reid is great. She seems to enjoy my shit for some reason. She loves it. She thinks I'm crazy.
I don't know how she does that 2-hour show. It's crazy.
It's a long show. She does it. She does it a lot during the week, and she's great. Yeah, she had me in there with a couple of guests, and we talked for a little bit. Joy Reid is awesome. I like collaborating with, people who are people of color and Black people and Latinos. I think we as people, as minorities, need to be there for each other. We need to connect more, Somebody asked me the other day about James Tellerico and Jasmine Crockett. And they're like, oh, who would you vote? And I'm like, I want to support a person of color because she will understand the racism that I went through. James Tellerico will never get that. Nothing against James Tellerico.
No, he's great.
He's great. He's very smart. He's religious. He has these talking points on religion and how religion is being weaponized against people. I think he's fantastic. I love his podcast on Joe Rogan.
I do too. He reminds me of like religion back when I was a kid.
Right.
Right? Like true, like, while I don't believe in it, just like studied the Bible and what it meant, not this political crap that they've turned it into.
Yes, and his theories on why this is happening and white supremacy and the weaponization of church was fantastic. I love this podcast. I think he's a very brilliant dude. I still try to lean for people of color right now because I really think we need to support each other. And Joy Reid is doing a fantastic job.
She's great.
In creating, right, these types of spaces where we can talk about these things freely. I think she's doing better than when she used to do when she was in MSNBC.
I do too. She's not as filtered.
Yeah, she's great. She can approach things with a more solid, stance. And I just enjoy it. And I love talking to her. It's always a blessing and never a chore. She's a great person. And I feel honored that she's invited me more than once now to her show. And it's great. Hopefully I'll get more invitations. Like I said, she seems to be obsessed with my shit. And
I don't know how she found you. That's crazy.
I don't know either. I think somebody talked to her about me, and she's a good friend. So shout out to Joy Reid and to Don Lemon, who I met through her show. I actually met him in the green room. Yeah, really cool dude as well. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, man, shout out to Bad Bunny and to all Latinos and to the people of Puerto Rico. He made all of us very proud. I know there's a lot of conservatives that didn't like it. And listen, it's okay too. You don't have to like the same shit as everybody else. You can go and enjoy your stupid fucking show, right? You had
Yeah,
that little.
but there were some that enjoyed it.
Yes.
Speaking of conservative, my conservative family members really seemed to enjoy it.
I know that. They seem to like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you
I was
go.
very impressed. I think they always did, but
I
yeah.
think your family's gotten better ever since you started dating a
Oh
Puerto
my
Rican
God.
man. Shout out to
I
my
don't think it has anything to do with
shout
you.
out to my awesome father-in-law and mother-in-law and your sister, and they're great people. I love them, and they seem to really are like embracing the Puerto Ricanness recently. I like it.
You're little, Delulu.
I'm gonna convince them. I'm positive I'm gonna do it. It's gonna take me time.
They love Puerto Rico. They've never said a bad thing about Puerto Rico. He's been looking at properties for a while.
They like it there. I want to take them. I told your parents many times that I want to go and give them the royal tour. It's better when you go to Puerto Rico with a Puerto Rican. If you've never been to the island, go do so. But do it with a Puerto Rican. You're gonna enjoy it more. I'm telling you. But yeah, it was great. What else do we got? Oh my God, the All-Star Weekend.
Ugh, what
You
a
and I love
trash show. I'm so disappointed.
We love basketball, and Tavi used to play basketball like me. But that All-Star, I mean, listen, the All-Star game wasn't that bad. There was more of the fucking dunk contest. The dunk contest was a complete disaster.
Even the All-Star game was it was better than the dunk contest, but they didn't play Luca and
Yeah.
Joker and maybe maybe they didn't want to play. I don't know, but it wasn't great.
They did this thing where they switched it into 3 teams: the Stripes, the Stars, and the World Team. And I was so hopeful for the World Team.
I was too. I thought they were going to take it.
I thought we were going to win the whole fucking thing because they had Nikola Jokic, they had Wemby, they had Luka, they had SGA, who didn't play because he was injured, but we had Jamal Murray, 2 people from Denver. It was great. I was like, oh, we're going to kill it. And they got eliminated in the first round. I'm like, what the hell happened? But I think really that Nikola, Luka, and a lot of them, they just don't give a shit. The only one that seemed to care was Wemby.
And Giannis, but he didn't play.
Giannis didn't play. That surprised
He
me.
was like Mr. All-Star all weekend.
Yeah, he was just coaching the fucking team for the celebrities and clowning around. But I think that I do enjoy a little bit better the West versus East kind of thing. And I think we would have taken it.
I didn't really watch it back then. This is like one of my first All-Star weekends.
Yeah, I hadn't watched it for a while because a lot of it has gone down in viewership and it's just not as great as it used to be. This one got a little bit better in terms of, we had a lot of good players playing each other. I just really wish that they would have left it to the West versus East and just call it a day. But the one that really fucking was a disaster was the dunk contest.
Oh
What
my
a
God.
shit show.
It was embarrassing to watch.
It was really, really, really bad.
His little dancing. He did more dancing than dunking.
Why did he do that?
He said it when he was talking to the judges. He was told he had to put on a show for the fans.
I'm like,
We don't care about your dancing.
put on a show by fucking dunking, but not by doing the fucking Dougie.
Oh my
And
God.
I was like, why is this happening? And then you got that poor kid who almost lost his fucking life over some stupid dunk. He landed on the floor and almost broke his head in half. I'm like, what the hell happened? But the worst one of the night was the man that couldn't do better than Jordan. By dunking, stepping from the half of the paint. I'm looking at it and I'm like, do you know that there was somebody that did this from the line?
I think it went wrong because he did it and was immediately embarrassed. You could see it all over his face.
I think he fucked up and he's like, wow, I was supposed to jump from the free throw line, but then I did it halfway on the paint. Maybe you didn't get the memo, but Michael Jordan did that shit a long time ago. It was so bad. It was so embarrassing. All of them were terrible. That kid from the Spurs was really good. He got a couple of good dunks, but then he missed the last one. I think.
Yeah, he should have won.
He lost the entire fucking thing. But yeah, and the 3-point contest was kind of cool. I felt bad because Jamal Murray couldn't make a bucket for his life. I don't know what happened to him.
Jamal Murray doesn't seem to do well unless he has pressure.
Yeah. He needs Jokic, like pushing him. If Jokic would have passed him the ball in the 3-point shootout, he would have made all of them.
Maybe.
But when he's taking the ball from a fucking rack, it changes everything for him.
But we saw him warm up and he was fine.
Yeah, he was making buckets and he was doing great. And then all of a sudden, everything went to shit. And I'm like, Murray, what happened? He didn't even do that great at the All-Star. I think he scored 8 points, which is not bad for an All-Star game.
Yeah, but we talk about this all the time. There's players that do well with a lot of superstars, and there's players that don't. I'm kind of starting to think he's better off being the superstar, if you know what I mean. Like when
Absolutely.
we lost our whole starting lineup on Denver, he did great.
Maybe it was amazing when he had
Now-
to carry everyone.
Now everyone's back and he's struggling.
Yeah, he has a really good knack for leadership because when Jokic was injured, he was making like 35, 40. I saw a 45-point game. He was doing better than he has ever done. But now Jokic is back, and, we got a healthier team with Valanciunas, and he just doesn't seem to, come back. He's still playing good, but, yeah, when he was alone and he felt that pressure, he responded in a very different way.
Yeah, I heard someone call it playoff Murray. He did.
Yeah, playoff. Bubble Murray. Bubble Murray is
Yeah.
different. But we still have time. I believe we're playing the Golden State Warriors this week. I have to
No, I
check.
haven't looked.
There's some really good games this week, and All-Star break is over, so now all these games count for the playoffs. We're still third in the league, right behind the Spurs, and of course the Oklahoma City Thunder. But now SGA is injured, so that helps a little bit with our standings, right? And Joker is back. He's playing really good. He's looking healthy. He's looking great. I think we can really make it all the way to the end. If we manage to win against OKC, we'll definitely win the entire championship.
I need to see where we end because we have a lot of injuries and we never have a full team.
Yeah, I'm very scared and very worried for Yoga Boy.
Stop it.
You don't like it when I call him Yoga Boy. Listen, Gordon is great. He needs to do more yoga. Yoga
You're
Boy.
such a hater. Ever since I decided that he was my favorite player, you talk trash.
He's all women's favorite player. I know what that's about, but it's fine. Whatever. He's great. He's a good player, but he got injured like really easily with that fucking hamstring, and he can't seem to get away from it. It's really kind of sad. But I'm hoping he comes back because we need the rebounds and we need a score.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been doing both great. Hopefully, I think he has like a couple of more weeks before he's, tried up again in court.
Before they'll even think about it.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he'll get better. But shout out to the Denver Nuggets, man. We're very proud of them in this city. We went to that last game and we got plummeted.
I'm scared to go again.
That wasn't great. I took you there. That was a big fucking disappointment.
Great seats.
Yeah, it was right there next to the court, and they were just playing horrible against the Hornets of all fucking teams.
It was a bad game.
Oh, man, it was horrible. But you live and you learn.
Oh,
Anyways, what else do we got? Love is Blind.
oh boy.
This is such a strange show.
Which has turned into like Republican dating.
It really is.
I don't know that there's many Democrats on that show. Ever. Even in Denver, there wasn't.
In Denver, it was bad. I thought there was going to be more liberals on that show in Denver, but is it Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
That place is a disaster. Then they're all like being followed by people on Insta. And people go and check who they're following. And they're all following MAGA. All of these fucking men.
Ohio is a different place. I know quite a few people from Ohio.
Some of them are fine people.
Yup.
Some of the people of Ohio, some of them are fine people. But they're not bringing their best to Love is Blind.
Something like that.
Oh, my fucking God.
No,
bro.
it's bad. I can't wait for this week to come out because it's just a disaster waiting to unfold.
Oh, it's going to be fucking horrible. That piece of shit, the soccer player who tells everyone that he's a soccer player every 10 seconds. I did fantastic. I'm a great soccer. I can get a job anywhere in the planet. He really sounds like Trump.
Yeah, and she's already has the ick. Like
She'll be with him anyway. She's a fucking idiot.
Who's your favorite couple so far?
Shit, that's a good question. I initially liked the Toby guy with the older woman, but now everybody's making fun of her that she doesn't really like him.
Which one is that?
The girl that's blonde, that's like really tall, and the guy that's short and chunky, and he's like has a big belly. They've been like
Oh, yeah. She's not old, but she looks older.
everyone's saying that she looks older
Yeah.
than her age. And I think at one point, and somebody showed it on the screen, which I didn't know, they showed like a question mark on her age.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were fucking with that
I
one.
think she's really the age she says. She's a single mom. Like, we just age quicker.
You look younger than her. Way younger than her. But she's like, I had hope for him But then I don't know, man. This she doesn't like it. She's just trying too much, and you can tell. And the other one, which is crazy because we found out later why they got sent to California.
Yeah.
The interracial couple.
That's my favorite couple.
I think they're great,
Yeah.
but they got sent to California. Did you know why?
Something about the budget, which does not even sound accurate to me.
They said they didn't have money. I'm like, you're fucking Netflix. How are you not going to have money to send to people to Mexico?
Every project, I'm sure, has a budget, right? So they didn't want to go over, but it doesn't sound accurate.
It's crazy.
We're going to find something else out later.
He has a TikTok. I actually follow him.
Really?
Yeah, he has a little TikTok, and he was talking about it. He's like, thank everybody for following me. He's a really nice dude. Just really cool.
But that makes me nervous.
Why?
I like them a lot, but I'm just scared something's going to come out. Like something, it seems too good to be true.
You think he's going to beat her up?
No, I don't think that. I feel like I could see him being more like passive aggressive, little judgy.
Yeah, little more like conservative, Trumpy type.
I don't even know about that. I just feel like he's going to have very high expectations of her and her behavior, and it's not going to work out.
They haven't shown anything about them in what we've been watching.
No, they haven't. I'm hoping they show more this week.
So I imagine they'll cover more tomorrow. I believe 3 new episodes tomorrow.
Yeah, I think this week they come back to the apartments and move in together.
Oh, so they're gonna leave Mexico and go back to moving in.
Yeah, they go back to Ohio, I think, and move into apartments together.
That's when that's when it gets fucking crazy. Like anything in life, right? Like we were doing great, and then you moved in with me in Denver 6 months ago, and then I started annoying the shit out of you. That's
I feel like that goes both ways.
That's how it is. We got the real Love is Blind out here in Denver, and it's great, you know? The beginning is sweet, and then it's like, wait, why do you pull my sheets so much? And I'm like,
oh, my God, you steal the covers all the time.
Welcome to the Terror Dome. But you know what I'm doing now, and it seems to be working? Because Tab accuses me of stealing sheets.
No, it's not accusing. You definitely steal the sheets.
It's an accusation. I feel like I need to get
No, this isn't even an allegedly. This is like definite.
I'm going to get Pam Bondi to defend me. But what I do is... I start pulling it at night, and then Tab ends up with like no fucking sheets. So what I'm doing is I started a new method, and I think it's working with you. I'm starting to give you extra sheets.
You are.
You seen it?
I woke up a couple times with you doing it.
You're like, I have a little bundle.
And you know, it's like so nice because I'm like, oh, I actually have covers.
Hey.
Usually I'm hanging onto the corner, like, because every time you roll over, you grab the blankets.
I go full on. Every time I roll it, I roll that bad boy.
Yeah.
But now I've been like giving you an extra bundle. So I pull it down, give you an extra bundle of sheets. So if I roll, you still have a little bit to survive on. And it's been kind of working.
It works.
But then even when I take the bundle, then I take more than the bundle, and then I still fuck up.
I mean, yeah.
I really feel like it's the weight of your sheets. Because you put 10 sheets in one. You do this.
I have a double duvet.
A double duvet, they call it. You put 2 duvets, 2 sheets in the duvet. 2, what do you call those?
Duvet covers.
2 duvet covers in the duvet cover within the covers. And then it turns into like I think somebody can jump 20 feet on one of those things and not get hurt. It's like fucking.
But listen, true or false, I have better bedding than most hotels.
Your bedding is fantastic. There's no arguing that. We went to one of the best fucking hotels in Breckenridge yesterday. Fancy shit. Fireplace, beautiful, music, the shit, and their bed was fucking horrible. And it wasn't like a fancy place in Breckenridge, and the pillows were like half an inch, it was like sleeping on paper, and then it was incredibly fucking hot.
Yeah,
it was the hottest room I ever been.
It's disappointing because I really loved the hotel. Their service was amazing. They took care of us.
Yes,
but the sleeping was terrible.
The sleeping was one of the worst sleepings on the planet. The troll we went to see later in Breckenridge looked more comfortable sitting on that fucking than us sleeping on that. That bed was incredibly bad. So you definitely have more bed sheets, better bed sheets than most hotels. I would say the best that I've ever seen is very beautiful. But I have to manage it better because I think it's not. I think we're at a point where I'm probably going to have to get my own fucking sheets. And I don't want that.
No, I think it's gotten better. You go through phases. If you're like having a rough night of sleep, you're one of those sleepers that if you don't fall asleep within 30 seconds, you like get fidgety. You start all over the place.
I get very, very uncomfortable. I sleep in very weird ways. It's like I'm just fucking different. Maybe I'll get better. I'll keep trying. You can't blame a guy for fucking trying.
Yeah.
Last but not least, I wanted to talk about the SAVE Act because I know you were addressing it the other day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Special legislation to regulate voting and voter ID in the United States of America. I read a
Which
couple of things that worry me.
a big problem for any married woman who's changed her name.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
big problem because if you don't have a passport, you have to bring your birth certificate and your driver's license.
Correct.
And if they don't match, you can't vote. How many women have changed their birth certificate after they got married and changed their name? You don't.
Man, that is some wild shit. And it also affects people of color and people that just are elderly and don't have access to those documents. Because think about it. If you're 70 and they're asking you, yeah, show me your birth certificate. I'm like, dude, I am older than anything around here. Like, and you're gonna make me look for a document that I have no access to. How am I ever gonna get that? So a lot of people get discouraged and just don't register and
Yeah,
don't
they
vote.
don't know. They don't know how to find it, or when you do request a new certified copy, it takes like months.
Yes, there's a lot of people that simply just don't have it. And another thing that it allows for is for voter purge. That one blew me away.
What does that mean?
So voter purge is that if you're not complying with any of the requisites of the new law, they can literally take you away
You're-
from the registration, even if you're a citizen or you're here legally. So my case is one of those good ones. You do remember we had our second home over in Denver, and then I moved to Thornton, which is where we're at now. Now, I did the change and changed my address and said, yeah, I now vote in Thornton. But I could have left the address in Denver. It's still my house. Does that mean that I get to not vote? I am still a resident of Colorado. I am still a United States citizen. So I should be able to vote in the presidency of the United States. It's one of our most important fundamental rights under the Constitution of the United States. But they're like, no, fuck you, you moved. I'm like, I still live in Colorado and I'm still a citizen. What is this shit?
So would they stop you because you're not voting in the right place? Like you would just have to go vote over in Denver?
They will stop me for whatever fucking reason they think because the new law allows them to get you out of the list for failing to notify your new address
Oh.
or an error in your name, or they have so many reasons under that law. If you haven't checked
I
the
haven't read
Save,
it.
the Save Americans Act is scary. They have like a lot of shit where they can just say, no, you can't vote. Because, and it makes sense because the Republicans know that they do terrible in voting. Like the vast majority of people don't vote Republican. That's why Republicans cannot win the popular vote. They won it this time, and we can get into another fucking podcast on how they won it, but they won it. But usually, after Trump won this last election, they hadn't won the popular vote in 22 years. It's a long time, and it's because people don't vote for them. They usually vote, but they get the electoral college, which is another conversation, but they don't get most people to vote for them. So Republicans know that they traditionally don't do well with voting. So what do? Voter suppression.
I don't think it's going to work for them. If you think about, like, in the case of the issue with women getting married and changing their name, who's more likely to get married and change their name specifically?
Republican women. Correct.
Democratic women do too,
Yeah, but it's more
but not
rare.
as common.
They are shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
But it also goes to Project 2025.
Oh, yeah. It's like Handmaid's Tale.
Correct, because they wanted for the longest time through Project 2025 and the SAVE Act. They originally had a project where they wanted the man of the house,
One vote per household.
one vote per household.
Yeah, I
They
heard
wanted
that.
the man to represent them. That was actually an idea from Walsh, that fucking MAGA nut job who's like super religious and said, women don't really need to vote. They need to service us in the home, take care of the children, and cook. Don't worry about voting. We'll take care of that as men of the house. We know how this shit is supposed to be run. The Lord says we are the leaders of our home. I'm not saying that. I'm just
Look how nervous you got right there.
not saying that. I'm just they're saying that. I don't believe that. But it's crazy. So now I think they're waiting for it. They got a lot of votes actually, but they're thinking that Democrats can kill it.
Well,
Like,
Congress passed it.
yeah. So we're waiting for the House.
Yeah. So, but they need 60 votes, and they're not going to get it. I
They're
don't
not going to
think.
get it.
No.
Yeah, Democrats will never vote for that shit. So that's great. I hope it doesn't because it affects the way we approach elections in the United States, and it reduces our numbers because Democrats usually don't vote, which is another fucking problem. So hopefully it won't happen so that we don't have to live through that garbage because we need to win.
Let's hope we learned our lesson.
Yeah, especially with the midterms coming in. We need to put some numbers in. But at any rate, that's it. Look at that. We have the little clock. 1 hour. I think we
made it.
We made it. We did great. Well, that's pretty much it. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. If you haven't followed me on this beautiful place called my podcast, Tab and I are here every fucking week. Mofongo Wars podcast available in my bio on TikTok, on Insta, and of course on YouTube. You can see us every week. We have a new one. The next one will probably be Derek Mayo, but it's you or Derek Mayo. I always have co-hosting, and both of them are amazing. So make sure you like and you follow. I don't know what's going to happen with TikTok. It looks like it's working, but it's really not.
If you stop getting banned.
Yeah, they fucking banned me today because I said some stupid shit. It's whatever. They ban you for everything. It's the most annoying shit. But at any rate, I'll make it work. But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for coming in. And as always, like and follow. And that's all I have. Do you have anything?
Of course not. You know I don't.
That sucks.
I don't wrap it up. One of these days I will.
One day you'll fucking shock me and say some shit at the end, and I'll be like, and I'll just pretend I heard it.
You'll edit me out.
No, never. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. And as always, take care of yourself and each other. Que tengan buen día.